Edward Thomas Hardy CBE is an English actor and producer. After studying acting at the Drama Centre London, he made his film debut in Ridley Scott's Black Hawk Down and has since appeared in such films as Star Trek, Nemesis, Rock'n'Rolla, Bronson, Warrior, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, Lawless, Locke, The Drop, and The Revenant, for which he received a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. In 2015, Hardy portrayed Mad Max Rokitansky in Mad Max, Fury Road, and both Cray twins in Legend. He has appeared in 3 Christopher Nolan films, Inception, The Dark Knight Rises, as Bane, and Dunkirk as an RAF fighter pilot. He starred as Eddie Brock/Venom in the 2018 anti-hero film Venom.
Hardy's television roles include the HBO war drama miniseries Band of Brothers, the BBC historical drama miniseries The Virgin Queen, Bill Sikes in the BBC's miniseries Oliver Twist, ITV's Wuthering Heights, the Sky One drama series The Take, and the BBC historical crime drama series Peaky Blinders. He created, co-produced, and took the lead in the 8-part historical fiction series Taboo on BBC One and FX.
Hardy has performed on both British and American stages. He was nominated for the Laurence Olivier Award for Most Promising Newcomer for his role as Skank in the production of In Arabia We'd All Be Kings, and was awarded the 2003 London Evening Standard Theatre Award for Outstanding Newcomer for his performances in both In Arabia We'd All Be Kings and for his role as Luca in Blood. He starred in the production of The Man of Mode and received positive reviews for his role in the play The Long Red Road.
Hardy is active in charity work and is an ambassador for the Prince's Trust. He was appointed Commander of the Order of the British Empire in the 2018 birthday honours for services to drama.
Edward Thomas Hardy was born on September 15, 1977 in Hammersmith, London, the only child of artist and painter Anne and novelist and comedy writer Edward Chips Hardy. His mother is of Irish descent. Hardy was brought up in East Sheen, London. He studied at Tower House School, Reed School, and Duff Miller, Sixth Form College. He later studied at Richmond Drama School and the Drama Centre London, a part of Central St Martin's. He has named Gary Oldman as his hero, adding that he mirrored scenes from the actor while at drama school.
In 1998, Hardy won the Big Breakfast Find Me a Supermodel competition at age 21. Hardy joined Drama Centre London in September 1998, and was taken out early after winning the part of U.S. Army Private John Janovic in the award-winning HBO-BBC miniseries Band of Brothers. He made his feature film debut in Ridley Scott's war thriller Black Hawk Down. During this time, Hardy also had a brief stint as a rapper and hip-hop producer with his friend Edward Tracy, with whom he recorded a mixtape called Falling on Your Earth in 1999 that remained unreleased until 2018.
In 2002, Hardy gained considerable international exposure as the Reman Peter Shinzen, a clone of USS Enterprise Captain Jean-Luc Picard in Star Trek, Nemesis. The following year, he appeared in the film Doc the Isle, and then traveled to North Africa for Simon, an English legionnaire, a story of the French Foreign Legion. He then returned to the United Kingdom to feature in the horror film LD50 Lethal Dose.
Hardy was awarded the 2003 London Evening Standard Theatre Award for Outstanding Newcomer for his performances in Blood and In Arabia We'd All Be Kings performed at the Royal Court Theatre and Hampstead Theatre. He was also nominated for a 2004 Laurence Olivier Award for Most Promising Newcomer of 2003 in a Society of London Theatre affiliate for his performance as Skank in the aforementioned production of In Arabia We'd All Be Kings. Hardy appeared with Emilie Fox in the BBC miniseries The Virgin Queen as Robert Dudley, a childhood friend of Elizabeth I. Dudley's character has been described as an ambiguous young man who is torn between the affection of his wife, his love for Elizabeth, and his own ambitions. Hardy featured in the BBC 4 adaptation of the 1960s science fiction series A for Andromeda.
In 2007, he appeared in BBC 2's drama based on a true story, Stuart, A Life Backwards. He played the lead role of Stuart Shorter, a homeless man who had been subjected to years of abuse and whose death was possibly a suicide. The same year, he played Bill Sikes in the BBC miniseries Oliver Twist, an adaptation of Charles Dickens' novel that aired on PBS Masterpiece Classic in the US. In February 2008, he played a drug-addicted rapist in the British horror thriller W Delta Z. In September 2008, he appeared in Guy Ritchie's London gangster film, Rock'n'Rolla. Hardy played the role of gay gangster Handsome Bob. Though a sequel to Rock'n'Rolla, titled The Real Rock'n'Rolla, has been rumored to be in production, in which Hardy will reprise the role of Handsome Bob, filming has yet to commence on the project. In 2008, Hardy starred in the film Bronson, about the real-life English prisoner, Charles Bronson, who has spent most of his adult life in solitary confinement. For the film, he put on 3 stone.
In June 2009, Hardy starred in Martina Cole's 4-part TV drama The Take on Sky One, as a drug and alcohol-fueled gangster. The role gained him a Best Actor nomination at the 2009 Crime Thriller Awards. In August 2009, he appeared in ITV's Wuthering Heights, playing the role of Heathcliff, the classic love character who falls in love with his childhood friend Kathy. In early 2010, Hardy starred in The Long Red Road at the Goodman Theatre in Chicago. The play was written by Brett C. Leonard and directed by Philip Seymour Hoffman. Hardy won some good reviews for his portrayal of Sam, an alcoholic trying to drink away his past. In 2010, he starred as Eames in Christopher Nolan's science fiction thriller Inception, for which he won a BAFTA Rising Star Award. Hardy replaced Michael Fassbender in the 2011 film adaptation of Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, released on September 5, 2011 at the 68th edition of the Mostra Internazionale d'Arte Cinematografica in Venice. In March 2010, Hardy signed a first-look deal at Warner Bros.
In 2011, Hardy starred in the film Warrior, which was released on September 9, 2011 by Lionsgate Films. His performance as Tommy Riordan, who is trained by his father to fight in a mixed martial arts tournament against his brother, gained praise from critics. Hardy also starred in This Means War, a romantic comedy directed by Mick G. He played the supervillain Bane in The Dark Knight Rises, the final film in Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight trilogy, released on July 20, 2012. He played a bootlegger in John Hillcoat's crime drama Lawless. Hardy has signed up to play the lead role of Sam Fisher in Ubisoft's forthcoming film adaptation of their video game series Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. He also appeared in Riz MC's music video for the song Sour Times.
In 2014, Hardy starred in the crime film The Drop alongside James Gandolfini, in what would be the latter's final appearance in a feature film before his death. Hardy also joined the cast of the BBC crime drama Peaky Blinders in its second series. He portrays Alfie Solomons, the head of a Jewish gang and runner of a distillery which disguises itself as a bakery.
Hardy starred in 5 films in 2015. The first, Child 44, set in 1950s Soviet Union, saw him playing Leo Demidov, a Soviet secret police agent who investigates a series of child murders. Despite mild praise for his acting, Child 44 was reviewed negatively by critics and was a box office failure. Hardy then played the title character, Max Rokotansky, in the action film Mad Max: Fury Road. His performance was praised by critics, and overall the film received critical acclaim and became a box office success, grossing over $378 million against a $150 million budget, becoming the highest-grossing film in the Mad Max franchise. He played a dual role as London gangsters Reggie and Ronnie Cray in the crime thriller Legend. On December 7, 2015, Hardy won Best Actor at the British Independent Film Awards for his portrayal of the Cray twins, and on the same night, attended the premiere of the biographical Western thriller The Revenant, in which he co-stars with Leonardo DiCaprio, at Leicester Square, London. On January 14, 2016, Hardy received his first Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor for his performance in The Revenant.
Hardy played a Royal Air Force fighter pilot in Christopher Nolan's action thriller Dunkirk, based on the British military evacuation of the French port of Dunkirk in 1940 during the Second World War. He appeared alongside Mark Rylance, Kenneth Branagh, Cillian Murphy, and Harry Styles. Hardy also co-produced and starred in the 8-part BBC One television drama series Taboo. It was created by Hardy, Stephen Knight, and Hardy's father, Edward Chips Hardy. Taboo was aired in the United States by FX.
In 2018, Hardy starred in the film Venom as the title comic book sometime hero, Eddie Brock/Venom. Based on the Marvel source material, the film was released on October 5th and is meant to be the start of Sony's universe of Marvel characters. It is connected to the Marvel Cinematic Universe as an adjunct film. In 2019, Hardy served as an executive producer in the 2019 BBC/FX 3-part miniseries A Christmas Carol.
In 2019, Hardy is scheduled to star in Josh Trank's El Capone biopic Fonzo. Hardy is also attached to star as iconic war photographer Don McCullen in a film based on McCullen's autobiography, Unreasonable Behavior. Hardy will reprise the role of Eddie Brock in the sequel Venom 2.
Hardy married producer Sarah Ward in 1999. They divorced in 2004. He has a son with his then-girlfriend, assistant director Rachel Speed, whom he met on the set of The Virgin Queen in 2005. They separated in 2009 after 4 years together. In 2009, Hardy began a relationship with actress Charlotte Riley after they met on the set of Wuthering Heights. They were married in July 2014. In October 2015, their first child was born. In December 2018, the couple's second child, a son, was born. They had 2 rescue dogs, Max and Woodstock, one of which Hardy appeared with an Apida advert to promote pet adoption. Woodstock died on June 5, 2017 due to an aggressive case of polymyositis.
In 2010, Hardy became an ambassador for the Prince's Trust, a leading UK youth charity which provides training, personal development, business startup support, mentoring, and advice. In 2012, he and Riley became patrons of Bowel Cancer UK. Prior to the inaugural Invictus Games held in London in September 2014, Hardy, along with other entertainers and athletes, read the poem Invictus in a promotional video.
In December 2018, Hardy became lead ambassador for the reorg Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Foundation, which was launched in association with the Royal Marines charity with the mission to provide a platform for serving personnel and veterans to learn Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as part of their recovery pathway and to combat the challenge of mental health and physical disabilities. On top of this, Hardy himself is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner and has been seen training at Roger Gracie affiliate schools.
Hardy was named one of GQ magazine's 50 best-dressed British men in 2015. Hardy appeared on Debrett's 2016 list of the most influential people in the United Kingdom. Hardy was appointed Commander of the Order of the British Empire in the 2018 birthday honours for services to drama.
Hardy was addicted to alcohol and crack cocaine during his mid-20s, after which he checked himself into rehab following a particular low point. He has said that he was out of control on drink and drugs before he turned his life around, and was lucky that he did not contract HIV while he was at his lowest.
During the filming of Bronson, Hardy met prisoner Charles Bronson several times and the two became friends. Bronson was impressed with how Hardy managed to get as muscular as he was and how well he could mimic his own personality and voice. Bronson stated that he believes Hardy was the only person who could play him.
Hardy's upper body is covered with many tattoos like laughing and crying masks, a raven, the British flag and many different inscriptions.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.